OnlyFans management is the most profitable online business in 2024. But besides all the glory, besides all the positive points that I'm talking about on this channel, in this video I'm gonna tell you the 4 downsides, main downsides of this business in order for you to make a decision whether it is the right business for you. First of all, let me nail down the image, and this is probably the elephant in the room. The image has a bad business. You even see it on this channel here and there. People comment, you're selling your soul, it's a bad business, whatever it may be. Most of the times, because these people don't even know the business. They don't know what's going on. They don't know why you do it, how the people inside the business are doing, whether you're helping them or not. And I'm not here to talk about whether it is good or not. This is not my job, and I think nobody of you really cares. But the image is a fact. It has a very bad standing, a bad reputation. Adult entertainment, porn, abusive agencies, whatever it may be. You'd certainly be better off if you just have like a marketing agency or some shit. But you're on this video now, so that means it's time for OnlyFans management. Now, you have to just keep in mind that I'm saying this from a perspective of business owners, right? Of course, your family probably won't like it, but is there really a downside? Your family probably won't like you not going to school but doing online business anyway. So you can be honest with them, whatever. The important point is, if you are at a point where you're successful with OnlyFans management, and I'm meaning 6 to 7 figures a month, you're gonna find yourself in a position where you sit in Monaco, in fucking Dubai, in Mykonos, wherever it may be, at a yacht club with other millionaires, billionaires. Everyone has their successful thing going on. And you'll be between real estate agents, investors, agency owners from normal agencies, right? And I'm not the only one who experiences this. Everybody in this business is at some point at a meeting where you are looked down upon because of OnlyFans management. Now, if you're kind of a respectable man, then you probably don't care and you're like, yeah, this is my business, deal with it. Of course, I'm not saying you should be like Mr. Scared out here, being like, oh, I can't tell anybody my business. This is not my point. But you have to keep in mind that selling titty pictures on the internet is probably not the best reputation you want to have as a business owner. So keep in mind that if you do this business at certain echelons of society, in certain circles, you will get less respect just for doing the business, whether it is right or not. I'm just telling you how many agency owners in OnlyFans management have experienced this so far. Second of all, there's also a lot of legal risks, and I've done a video about that, how to like not go to jail literally with this business. But you have to keep in mind that in this business where you're working with creators who sell intimate pictures of themselves that go through your agency with multiple employees, with multiple countries involved, etc., there's a very high risk of you getting into serious legal trouble. Not only because you have to handle international taxes from the second you start, but also because you deal with women. And I'm not trying to go into that topic too much, but as you can imagine, working with a lot of women who may be very emotional, who may change their views on certain things, it can lead to a huge headache and therefore to a lot of legal risks. Even if you, and this should be the case, do everything legit, treat everyone with respect, dignity, you're a nice person, a nice agency, you're Mr. Angel out here, but you can still get into more legal trouble than with dropshipping, for example. What legal trouble is in dropshipping? Probably none. Maybe you get tax problems, maybe one customer wants to get a refund or some shit, but you don't really give a fuck, do you? But OnlyFans management, it's different. You have to watch what you do, you have to be very careful, handle shit with contracts and stuff, even though you don't want to, even though it's annoying. We all get it, nobody of us likes to do it. We would all prefer to just work, make money and fuck off, but it's business and it's a professional business, so you as a professional want to handle things the right way. Otherwise, and if you watch my other video, you know what I mean, you'll find yourself in a jail cell in less than 2 years, which I'm gonna be honest isn't the best choice. So be careful and be aware of those legal risks when you do OnlyFans management. The third point out of all is the responsibility that you have for your creators and your employees. And let's compare it to dropshipping again, because I love this example. Let's say you're a dropshipper and you start your own store, right? You get your products from whatever, from Turkey or from fucking China. You sell them, you do ads, you scale, everything's fine. You're responsible for you and yourself, okay? If you fuck up, if the store goes offline, if you can't deliver products anymore, if you run out of money, only person suffering realistically is you. And you are probably the best person to handle this shit. You know how to do this. If you fuck up, okay, you're gonna eat rice and noodles for a month and then you get back into business. That's just how it is. Sometimes you fuck up, it's not a bad thing. However, in OnlyFans management, even in order to start, you need to work with a creator. If you're doing like 10, 20 grand a month, you need to hire some fucking employees. You need chatters, traffic VAs, and other employees. You need a core team. You need people to work with. It's impossible to not work with people, especially the creators you work with. Now, let's imagine you fuck up. Let's imagine you accidentally ban the OnlyFans account of the creator. Let's say you run out of money because you handled your finances very, very poorly. Let's say you have to get out of business because of some private reason. Okay, cool, everyone understands that. But your creator's fucked, your employees are fucked, and now you're responsible for like life-changing choices that your people that you work with have because you fucked up. So this is what I mean when I say this is not an amateur business. This is not a starter business. You can't just try it out, do it for a couple months, see if it works out, because what if it doesn't? Then your creator wasted like 4 months and they relied on the income that you didn't provide. Your employees, you have to fire all of them. They don't have any income. And I'm not saying this so you feel like morally bad or you're like, oh shit, I have to spend like $5 million just my employees have something to eat. No, but you have to be very careful that your business doesn't go to shit. You can't just try it out. If you do it, then do it full time because you're responsible. This also plays into the last point I said. What did I say about legal shit? If you fuck up, then you have employees and creators both relying on you and both having signed contracts with you. So if you fucked up, there is a legitimate percentage of a chance that you get fucked. And not only you, but the people around you. So keep that in mind. Don't fuck around, don't be an amateur, and essentially don't be a dickhead who destroys other people's lives just so you can make a couple quick bucks. The fourth point is the cash flow swings. Let's say, and I like to compare it to other businesses, okay? You're a real estate owner. You own and invest in real estate. That's your business, that's how you make your money. Cool, nice business. Let's say you make 10 grand per month on some fucking real estate stuff. Okay, fine. Then you buy another one. Now you make 20 grand. And the reason of it going down to 0 or going up to 100K is very low, right? You won't just magically make 100 grand and you won't just magically lose it all. Except you like piss off the government or you burn your own houses to the ground, which is very easy to avoid at some point. Okay, nice. In OnlyFans management, however, there's extreme swings in the revenue. And trust me, I've seen it 1,000 times. You work for a couple months, suddenly you earn like 150 grand a month. Wow, you just did the couple right things, you put the work in, now you're 150 grand. You're a millionaire now in your head, right? You spend the money, you do this, you reinvest in the business, and then the next month, half of the TikTok accounts or the Instagram from your model gets banned and you're back to making 10 grand. And now your costs of living are like 3 times of that. You go broke, you go out of business, you go back to living in your mom's basement. And you don't want that to happen. And to be honest, it's an upside and a downside at the same time, because while you can go back to 0 revenue in like 1 day, you can also go up to fucking 100, 200K revenue per month in a couple days if one of your videos may go viral. Maybe some famous influencer reposts your model and you make a shit ton of money. So be aware that these revenue swings are normal. That's just part of the business how it is right now. And just because you made 50 grand, 100 grand, 200 grand one time, it doesn't mean anything and you could go back to 0 next month. So be responsible with your money. Don't think you're Mr. Andrew Tate right now because you made 20 grand one time. Be aware that this can go to shit very, very quick and you can go back to making no money very, very fast. One of the downsides, of course. But on the other hand, it also makes it very attractive for you, since if you put the work in, if you try to build a business, there's a very, very high level of revenue that you can reach within a certain amount of months. Nothing compares to the cash flow on OnlyFans management. I've been telling this since 1 or 2 years now, since I'm doing YouTube. This is the best cash flow you can have in an online business. And if you treat it right, if you do the correct steps, and you can profit of this so-called downside. Last but not least, and this is the most important point if it comes to deciding whether or not you should start it or you should keep going, whatever it may be. And keep in mind, by the way, I'm an OnlyFans management channel. It's in my interest that you do this shit. But on the other hand, I won't lie to you. So keep in mind, to do OnlyFans management, you need like 10 different business skills. And again, let's say you sell a coaching or a course. Okay, fine. Which business skills would you need? Okay, you need to know client acquisition. Like, how do you get clients to your coaching? Okay. You need to know a lot of stuff about the shit that you're selling and coaching about. Maybe it's a fitness coaching. Okay. And maybe you need to be able to handle taxes in your country, because at a certain revenue you want to pay taxes, yada, yada, yada. That's 3 business skills essentially. Like the rest, yeah, you may need it, but client acquisition, know the shit that you talk about, and maybe some taxes. It's very easy to start. Every idiot could do this basically. It's not that hard, and you can start, you can fuck around a bit, see if it works for you. OnlyFans management, I can tell you the essential skills that you need, and without them you wouldn't survive. A, client acquisition, to find a creator that you can even work with so you can start the business. You're not even making money, just to start. Okay, you need client acquisition. You need to know marketing. How do you bring subs to the OnlyFans profile? You need to know extended shit about marketing, especially short form content and copywriting, in order to get even some subscribers, let alone scale the business to 100K. You need to know sales because you want to sell to those subscribers on the OnlyFans profile. You need to know international tax code because your creators in Colombia, you're in fucking Germany, your business is registered in the US, and you have to pay out from the OnlyFans site there, then send the money here, do this, pay taxes here, pay taxes there, open there a business. Sounds pretty fucking complicated, huh? And it is, that's the problem. And we're still at beginner level. Don't even let me bring employee management and all this other stuff that awaits you later on into this, right? I just named a couple skills and you can figure out how many you need, especially the guys in this business who are doing this for a while. You know exactly what I mean. You need to know a shit ton and you need to be the best at it, because otherwise your competition is gonna smoke you. There are so many people starting out every day, so many creators, agencies, subscribers coming to the market every day. So if you're just an average business guy, you don't have that much experience, trust me, it's not worth it. Why are you wasting your time? It's not worth it. And this comes from me. Like I said, it's in my interest that you do this business. I'm still telling you, be careful, because like I said previously, you have a lot of responsibility and risks at your plate. So you better be fucking sure that you're gonna make some money. At the end of the video, and to sum everything up, I'm not trying to convince you not to do it. I'm just making you aware of certain key points. So if you want to learn all this shit, if you're like, okay, fuck, you watch this video now, you feel like a dumbass, you feel like you don't know how this business runs, go into the description and download the 2 free ebooks that I've released completely for free, no sign up, no payment required, and you'll get a step-by-step guide on how to start this business from 0 to 100K revenue per month. In this ebook, 40 pages. Download it now and get all the information you need. And if that's not enough, join the over 6,000 member community on Telegram that I've created. Agency owners, influencers, managements, and over 6,000 people who do this business on a regular basis. So basically, your competition are in this group. No reason to not join. Get the free value from me and all the other members combined. That's it for the video. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.